Hi everyone, I have your market update for last month, and surprisingly it was a little quieter than we anticipated it was going to be. A lot of people are still having trouble qualifying, although I feel like that will change shortly, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Simcoe County, we had 564 units sell, which is down 3% than August of 2020. Barrie saw 158 sales, which is down 16% from 2023. Innisfil, 63 sales, which is up actually 16% from the year before. And Aurelius saw 34 sales, which is also up 3% from the year before. The average price is holding strong. We're plus 1.15%, which really just means we haven't lost any value, which is a great thing considering we have that many more listings and the market is slower, but obviously there's a price for everything, and when you reach that price, you sell. So I haven't seen a big loss of value, even though we've seen a tremendous loss in activity. So going forward, things will change. Come October and November, we're expecting a decent market, mostly because the rates are much less than they were. I've heard rumors of people getting renewals at 3.99, which is incredible. I've heard rumors of banks giving 30-year amortizations on renewals. I've heard rumors of 40-year amortization over renewals. So things are looking up, the rates are coming down, and the reason the rates matter so much is because the one segment of our market that we lost are the first-time buyers, and now they're able to requalify for more money, and it just gets more buyers into the market. So once the rates start dropping, those are the people that are affected the most. Less than 20% down, obviously you get better rates once you go into an uninsured mortgage, and that's typically your first-time buyers. Having said all that, we anticipate that October, November will be much better months than what we've seen in the past, and then a big surprise is coming for us in December, which is, it was completely unexpected. It was something we've needed for a very long time. I know there's a lot of people very skeptical about this change, just because I realize that it was politically motivated. We are coming into an election cycle, and they realize that homeownership is one of the top things that they have to deal with. The Liberal government, in all their wisdom, has come out and said that the CMHC premium, or the CMHC qualifications, which have not changed since 2012, and that's an extraordinary long period of time. Housing has tripled since then, and yet they have kept the same amount. So you used to qualify for $999 for CMHC, now it's going to be $1.5 million. That is huge. We have bumped our heads at that $999 for a really long time, and it was hard to get any type of growth if you're limited at that $1 million mark. What we're seeing, and a lot of agents were using it for strategy. They would come into a home listed for $1.5 million or 1.1, 1.2 and say, this is all my buyers can afford. They cannot go one penny above the $1 million mark. And if, depending on people's situations, they would take that offer knowing that was what the CMHC cap was. That's all changing December 15th. Now it'll be $1.5 million. You still would need a really good income to qualify for something like that. I would imagine north of $300,000 a year in a combined family income. What also changed, which is a little bit more exciting for me, is the fact that new home buyers, your first-time buyers, are qualifying for a 30-year amortization, which will make their payments smaller. And yes, it will extend the time. And again, I've heard the criticism that who wants a 30-year mortgage? You need to get into homeownership. So however that looks, whether you qualify a 30-year mortgage, all those terms change every 5 years max anyway. So 5 years from now, when you're in a better situation, you're making more money at work, home prices are what they are, you can requalify and shrink your amortizations. It's a tool to get into the market, and it's a tool for first-time buyers to get into the market, which will benefit all sellers, because once that first tier moves, everything else starts to move. The market has been in a little bit of a congestion where we have felt that things just aren't moving. If you've had your home listed, it has been dreadfully slow, but that's changing. Again, with the lower rates comes more activity. With lower rates comes much better times ahead. So this fall, we're anticipating, in this winter, more importantly, we're anticipating this housing market to heat up. Now, why I'm coming to you to tell you this right now is that people typically don't want to list, or that do list in January when the market's pretty hot, don't have pictures taken. They're not incredibly great pictures with 6 feet of snow outside. We will, if that's something you're thinking about going forward, you're going to list this late fall or in the winter, have us out. We're happy to do your pictures now while the grass is still green and the flowers are still bloomed. That is something we offer, and something I really think people should take advantage of if that's your intention. If it's not your intention to sell till the year after, then I wouldn't worry about it. But if your intention is to sell this winter, I really encourage you to reach out to us and have pictures taken now. And again, I'll be back to you next month with another market update. Thanks, everyone.